Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is 5:42 in the morning, and it's a Tuesday, June 8th, 2021, and you have come across my video blog, Eureka Street Crypto Hub. This is just me tracking my progress and everything I'm learning about crypto and the blockchain space in general, and I decided it was a good idea for me to verbally articulate concepts that I'm learning every single morning, because I can think of it all in my head, but whenever I try to put it out there and talk about it, it just completely sounds like garbage. So this is a way for me to practice articulating the concepts I'm learning, because there is a lot to learn in crypto. You can learn about money, finance, cryptography, economics, game theory, philosophy, sociology, psychology, legal and law. There is just so much going on around the crypto space, and even theology and religion, especially now with the way a lot of Bitcoiners are acting and starting to compare things to Jesus and stuff like that. It's really interesting, especially my background, coming from a theological perspective and having spent 7 years studying theology in undergrad and graduate school. So tons of stuff every single day, and I'm trying to learn coding and programming right now. Learning Solidity, and I don't really have that much of a technical background. I mean, I have built some websites using HTML and a little bit of PHP and stuff like that with some JavaScript, but nothing like major. Anyway, so let's get down to the brass tacks. And and I'm not sponsored by anybody or shilling anything, so anything I say here could be right or could be wrong, or it could be right for now and wrong later. It could be wrong now and right later. I don't know. It's just me just kind of putting it out there. All right, so let's see here. Let's refresh this CoinGecko page. CoinGecko is a great market tracker, I guess is what you would call these things. It's CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, Coin Codex, Coin Paprika. Those are the free ones that I know about. I'm sure there's others, and then there's some paid ones as well. They give you all the analytics and stuff like that, But people get really into TA, which is technical analysis, and they like to read those charts and stuff. There's a lot of hoodoo voodoo out there, but there's a couple good ones that I like to follow. It's amazing how when the market gets all crazy, everybody suddenly becomes TA wizards, and I don't claim to be, but anyway, the market obviously is in the red and took a major tumble last night. Bitcoin is down 10.4% in the past 24 hours. Yay, just another day in crypto. It just seems to happen every so often. Bitcoin is down 32,905. Apparently Mr. Trump and in combination with Elon Musk and everybody is poo-pooing all over Bitcoin. I don't think that they love the idea that Bitcoin is going out there and becoming legal tender in countries like El Salvador, Paraguay, Panama, and stuff like that. I think the dollar being in its prime position has been the reason for many of these wars, and I don't think that they love the idea that something other than the dollar is starting to step in. And of course Russia has been trying to wean off their dollar habit, and so I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate on why, because I'm just a plebe, and I'm not here. I'm not there to hear or get to know any of those people that are in control of all this. I do not deal in their backroom conversations, and it's not really my place to sit here and try to speculate as to what these people say behind closed doors. When all these people sit there and spew all these hatred towards politicians, I mean, I get it. But the politicians aren't the ones pulling the strings, folks. They're just the face, and that's it. Former U.S. President Donald Trump is still not a fan of Bitcoin, calling it a scam while stating that the dollar should remain the currency of the world. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has once again slammed Bitcoin. Appearing on Fox Business on Monday, the former president remarked, "Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I don't like it. It's just another currency competing against the dollar. especially since it's a currency competing against the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. That's what I've always said. I mean, it's such a, it's such an old guy thing to say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, my parents are pretty open-minded about Bitcoin and stuff like that. It just seems like, it just seems like a bunch of grumbling around here, you know. And I've heard this a million times, you know, and it doesn't faze me because they're just thinking about it in terms of the dollar, in terms of traditional finance, in terms of traditional currency, in terms of traditional transactions. And that is not what crypto is. I mean, it is that, but it's so much more. It's a, you know, something that will completely pull the rug out from underneath all of traditional finance systems in the world. And that is probably what they're trying to say that they don't like without actually understanding what they're saying. Or maybe they do understand. I don't know. Okay. So, you know, here he is. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I don't like it. I want the dollar here. Let's listen.
One last question. You don't like Bitcoin? You wouldn't invest in Bitcoin? Do you invest in the stock market at this moment?
So not at this moment. I think it's high. So I have not invested in the stock market at this moment. I have in the past, but I have not at this moment. I think it's high. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I was surprised. You know, with us it was at 6,000 and much lower. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. Essentially, it's a currency competing against the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. That's what I've always said.
Okay, so, you know, basically he's first of all, he's acknowledging that Bitcoin is a currency that is in competition with the dollar. I mean, that's a step right there. You know, that Bitcoin is a currency and it competes with the dollar. Before then, it was just magic internet money by geeks. Trump's comments are in line with his previously espoused views on Bitcoin. Indeed, back in July 2019, while in office, Trump stated that he was not a fan of Bitcoin and crypto. Well, you know, at least he's consistent, I guess, right? At the time, Trump identified price volatility as a major point for his anti-crypto stance. Yes, it is volatile, as you can tell by the 10% drop, and it's annoying that it is volatile, but that's what is happening. Is it's trying to settle in and find its place, and the more mass adoption that comes into place, the less these major drops and spikes come. Even though going up to $60,000, that was a pretty large spike. Anyway, so I'm not even going to try to get into all the TA of that. It's not my bag. Well, not my bag, baby. Let's see. Let's go back over here to CoinGecko. Let's take a look at some other currencies. Ethereum 24.91.72. I mean, it's all just kind of remaining slightly sideways, even though it's down 11%. Yeah, Tether still $1, yay. BNB 350.07. Cardano $1.52. It was $1.64 yesterday. The Doge 32 cents. I mean, this, you know, besides just this drop here, there's nothing too exciting, and this drop doesn't really alarm me that much. It's just a good time to actually buy some of this stuff. So Theta is $8.75, Matic is $1.42, Chainlink's $23.75. Monero 246.57, Theta Fuel 60 cents. I've been talking about Secret Network, so let's see where Secret Network is. Yesterday I talked about Secret Network offering a Monero bridge, and what Secret Network is it's going to allow DeFi to be able to be done privately in a trusted execution environment, and we'll talk about trusted execution environments here in a second. So Secret Network is $1.53, down 11.5% in the past 24 hours. And then here's another one that uses trusted execution environments, Ren VM. And Ren VM is a way to be able to wrap your Bitcoin to allow Bitcoin to be done on DeFi. So yeah, that's also down by 14.9%. I hold both Secret and Ren. They've both done very well for me, so I'm not too worried about this little blip that happens. I've seen plenty of blips by now, and yeah, it's just what goes on, man. So yeah, Secret Network. Let's go to their website. I talked about them yesterday, and no. and about their Monero bridge. And what Secret Network does is you put your currency through the bridge, and you go and you can essentially wrap your tokens, whether it be Ethereum or Chainlink or now Monero, and several other currencies are available in the Secret Network. And then you bring it over to their system, kind of in the same way that you would bring something to Loopring or Matic, a layer 2 Ethereum solution. And you can, once it's brought over there, any type of trades that you do, or yield farming, or liquidity providing, or staking, or anything that you do over there is completely private. Because, as you know, or you may not know, anything you do on a public blockchain is public, and anybody could search for your Ethereum address or whatever and see every single transaction that you have done and are doing currently, and where your stuff is staked and stuff like that. On Secret Network, nobody's allowed to see this, and I think this Secret Network went on mainnet last September 2020, so it's not quite a year old. So it's all new technology, and so they are, I guess, the first what do they call it? The first person in a certain technology. They have the first mover advantage, I guess, with this type of stuff. But there are competing technologies. Privacy for the decentralized web. Secret Network is the first blockchain with data privacy by default for smart contracts. With Secret Network, developers can build decentralized and permissionless applications that also protect users and preserve privacy. So this is basically programmable money. It goes a step beyond just private currencies like Monero and Zcash and stuff like that, and Pirate Chain. Monero uses ring signatures, and I explained ring signatures yesterday, which basically throws a bunch of different transactions in a bag, or kind of, if you think about it, in a way on a circle, and then you see a bunch of transactions there, but you don't know which one is the right one. And then Pirate Chain and Zcash uses ZK snarks, and that's kind of a way to be able to know that a transaction has occurred, and that you get confirmation that a transaction has occurred, but you don't know how much or what addresses did it. So that's another way of approaching it. Now this way is more about programmable money. By default, all the transactions and everything in the smart contracts is private, done in a trusted execution environment. But you can switch on and off those privacy features as needed. And let me go into my browser here on my phone. I was reading about this stuff last night. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this. Okay, so all right. So yeah, and now Secret Network is built using the Cosmos SDK. And for those of you not familiar with Cosmos, and SDK, it's a software development kit for building blockchains. And much in the way that Komodo is a software development kit as well for building its own independent blockchains. So the Secret Network is built using the Cosmos SDK and Tendermint technology, but it's standalone blockchain. And you can build apps on top of Secret Network blockchain just like you can with Ethereum. You build on top of Ethereum. There's lots of blockchains built on Ethereum. Lots of applications built on Ethereum. For instance, Aave, the decentralized finance app, is built on top of Ethereum. Unibright, which is a graphical user interface smart contract builder, kind of like WordPress, built on top of Ethereum. So Secret Network has a DEX and automated market maker built on top of Secret Network, and that is also called Sienna. Let's see here. I think it's Sienna Blockchain, or what is this website? Yeah, Sienna Network. It runs on Secret Network. Okay, so you can build on top of Secret Network as well. And Secret Network is built in a trusted execution environment. So Sienna is a privacy-first and cross-chain decentralized finance platform where you can privately swap, lend, and convert your tokens in their private equivalent. So everything's done in private. This is coming out in June, so it's not quite out yet. But I believe it's one of the first, separate blockchains and finance platforms built on top of Secret Network. So now Secret Network is kind of making itself a layer 1 blockchain for other apps to be built on. So anyway, I'm starting to get into the weeds here. Blockchain 1 is Bitcoin, and that's basically focused specifically on transactions. Blockchain 1.0. Blockchain 2.0 is Ethereum, because then smart contracts entered the space and you're able to program money and you're able to have things happen with money based upon certain conditions that may be or may not be triggered by the smart contract. And so it becomes, the blockchain basically becomes a world computer with programming built on top of it and smart contracts. Then blockchain 3.0 is what is happening now. It's not enough just to do transactions, and yes, smart contracts are great and everything like that, but now we're having some mass adoption, so we're having some speed issues, we're having scalability issues where it works great for 5 or 10 people, but if you put 500,000 or a million people trying to use the same application, then it runs into some congestion problems. And then interoperability. For instance, Bitcoin doesn't play well with Ethereum, and other blockchains just don't play well with each other. Binance hasn't played well with Ethereum. There's been it's interoperability issues. So I would say, and then there's privacy, which is also being addressed now, because no major players or institutions or anything like that, or companies, or mass adoption is not going to come without some sort of privacy. People don't want all their finances and everything they do, especially if they're a company that has tight competition, to have all their transactions out there in the open on a public blockchain like Ethereum. So people are implementing privacy features. So blockchain 3.0, after 2.0 with smart contracts, is bringing in scalability, interoperability, and privacy. Those are 3 things that blockchain 3.0 is working on, and Secret Network is using smart contracts, and they're building on the privacy aspect of it. And then now here we have Sienna Network, which is a new app and DEX and an automated market maker platform that's being built on top of it. So how Secret Network is done is it's done in a trusted execution environment. And a trusted execution environment is done, it's basically a compartmentalized part of your software that is secure, and it's a trusted operating system part of it, and it's done separately from everything else in the application, and it allows a safe space for transactions or any type of thing to be done that needs to be confidential. And I'll link this in the video description. This is a trusted execution environment 101 type of page. Since the mid-2000s, TEE implementation has evolved from proprietary solutions to a standards-based approach, from mobile devices to a variety of internet-connected devices. So when you think about your phone, and you think about how much money a lot of times goes back and forth between your phone and then via Square apps and all types of stuff, you don't want that information publicly available for anybody to be able to log into your device somehow and be able to see that, or be able to see those transactions out in the open, just done with an open app on your phone. So it has to go into a trusted execution environment for those transactions to go through. Well, the Secret Network operates on the same principle. And also, Ren VM operates on that same principle as well. Ren VM, let's see here. I had an article up for Ren VM. Where'd it go? Well, shoot. Bringing Bitcoin to... Okay, yeah, here we go. A complete beginner's dive into Ren VM. Ren VM is kind of a precursor, I guess, to Secret Network in a way. It uses trusted execution environments, and it's a way to bring Bitcoin to the DeFi space. It wraps Bitcoin and brings it over onto the Ethereum platform, because before Ren VM you had to go through a Bitcoin custody network that would wrap it for you, like BitGo, but you have to trust the Bitcoin custody network. You don't own the keys to your crypto when you do that. But here you can use the WBTC Cafe. And this is powered, Carfe. This is powered by Ren VM. And it's where you can wrap your Bitcoin, put it on the Ethereum network, and then you have wrapped Bitcoin. And then you can go into apps. You can go into apps and treat your Bitcoin as if it were Ethereum right here, and do DeFi on your Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin maximalists can't stand this idea. They preach hard against anything like this, that you basically completely make your Bitcoin totally insecure, which I disagree. I think the Ethereum network is pretty secure. For some reason my wallet's not connecting. Okay. Hold on here. I'm trying to connect my MetaMask just so you can kind of get an idea. Okay, sign. Okay. So you connect your wallet, and you have to send your Bitcoin to this address, and then you send your destination wallet address, and then you will get Ethereumized Bitcoin, I guess, sent to your MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet you connect here. And then you can go into protocols like Aave or Compound or Yearn Finance or anything like that, and you can participate in staking your WBTC and earning interest on it, and participate or borrow against it, and you hold the keys to your Bitcoin the entire time. So that's kind of a way to participate in that. But Ren VM here, right here, powered by Ren VM, it uses dark nodes, which are nodes that are in a trusted execution environment. So if I ran a dark node on my computer, I would not even be able to have access to the transactions or anything on that node. It would just be operating and doing its thing and connecting as a node to the rest of the world, and people doing their transactions with the node on my computer, and I would not be able to have any type of access or view into that, because it's a dark node and it's done in a trusted execution environment. So that is how Secret Network is done, and that is how Ren VM is done. Again, I will connect all these articles in the where did this article go? Geez, I keep misplacing this article. I will connect all these articles in the video description. But either way, that is how these are done. And Secret Network, you have to go onto the Secret Network bridge. And let's see here, community, developers, ecosystem, explore the ecosystem. So yeah, these are just some of the parts of these are all validators. I need to find this bridge. Okay, so let's see here. Bridge. Oops. Okay. I want to try to get this done before I run out of time, because it's such a huge topic. But I'm just trying to just give you guys the basics. There's plenty of tutorials on how to use the bridge and things like that. Got it. Okay, so you want to bridge assets. You can bridge all these assets here. Synthetic network, band protocol, basis cash, maker, uni liquidity pool, and wrapped secret and ETH. Tornado cash, basic attention token. Ren, Ethereum, Tether, Ocean, Uniswap, Chainlink, Ren BTC even. So Ren BTC is wrapping your BTC in Ren. So wrapped BTC. I didn't cover this, but it's the same concept. But so here's the bridge. Let's go over here to the bridge, and you can connect your MetaMask, and you have to set up an RPC for the Secret Network. Oh, no, you don't. You connect your MetaMask for Ethereum here, or the Kepler wallet right here. You can also use Math Wallet to hold your Secret Network tokens. So you select your token, and then you bring this over, and this is how you bring it to the Secret Network. And once you're on Secret Network, you can do things like all types of DeFi. They call it CeFi, Secret Network Finance. Okay, so and then they have like a little Uniswap type of DEX and stuff like that, a liquidity pool, a place to earn, and you can earn some pretty hefty yields, as you can see here. 52% APY, 72%, 103%. So yeah, by providing liquidity pairs, you can earn some hefty yields on that by staking them as well. And then you can earn cash back for trading on secret swap. So yeah, I'm not much of a trader, so I don't know how much I'd do that, but I could definitely provide some liquidity. So I might consider doing something like that. And then, okay, yeah, so now over here we have the Sienna Network, which is a DEX basically being built on top of the Sienna Network, so on top of the secret network. So Sienna's automated market maker, Sienna Swap, is a privacy-first cross-chain decentralized exchange where users can swap private tokens in complete privacy. Now, how this is different from secret networks, secret swap, I'm not sure. I'm just now kind of learning about this. But it preserves your privacy. You don't see these swaps or anything happen on any type of mainnet of any blockchain. So we value privacy higher than anything else. All your transactions, positions, and data are private. Whatever you do at Sienna is private to you. Sienna's vision is to make privacy first and scalable DeFi interoperable. So you can do, you can do cross-chain swaps. Such as Ethereum to Polkadot to Binance Smart Chain to Cosmos. So that's pretty interesting. So that interoperability aspect is there. So you have privacy and interoperability. And I know Secret Network is fast and cheap. There's not a ton of gas fees, probably because there's not a ton of traffic right now. So it's a great time to do things. And it's scalable, apparently. So this can kind of act as a private layer 2 solution instead of something like Loopring or Matic, because you'll get the speed and the low fees, but you'll still be able to transact Ethereum back and forth without much gas, and then you'll on top of that have interoperability and privacy. So low decentralized instant transactions and low fees transactions cost a few cents and are confirmed in seconds. This means an enhanced user experience allows all types of investors to participate, even the smaller ones, without being charged exorbitant fees. The only real fee you may have to deal with is getting your Ethereum up onto the secret network. And that's the same thing with Matic, and that's the same thing with Loopring. You'll always have to deal with that initial Ethereum gas fee of getting your Ethereum or whatever tokens onto the secret network. Its secret network is compatible with Binance Smart Chain now. So Binance Smart Chain transactions are dirt cheap, so I don't think you'd have to worry about that. But yeah, so interesting. So you'd have to install Kepler wallet onto your computer, onto your browser, and then you have to have a MetaMask here as well. So yeah. Okay, so let's go back over here to Sienna Network. I think the Sienna Network is pretty interesting. Sienna is taking over DeFi with privacy-first applications that will be introduced in the near future. The platform is controlled by Sienna, the governance token, which is earned by using the Sienna platform over time, creating a fair distribution for a perfect decentralized future where Sienna token holders decide over the entire platform. So cool stuff, man. Let's see here, a symbol of innovation. I know right here it goes into a little bit of history. And why I love history. I listen to history podcasts on the way to work. I finished The History of Rome by Mike Duncan on Spotify, and now I'm on The History of Byzantium. So I'm right here at the beginnings of the banking system. Names are important, and our name Sienna comes from a long history of financial innovation. Our company was named after the Italian city Siena, which played a historical role in banking almost 1,000 years ago. In the 12th century and as early as 1135, Siena was an important trade city. To support the trade and economic growth of Siena, the Bishop of Siena started to offer loans against collateral and interest to Siena citizens and many people who traveled the city to buy goods and sell their products. Now here's where it gets interesting. Simultaneously, the world's original bankers, the Knights Templar, initiated a huge network of money transfer locations so people could deposit money in the Veneto region and travel to Siena and the port of Venice without the risk of being robbed. How did they do this? Upon arrival at either destinations, merchants could withdraw their money from a Templar location by handing in an encrypted document. The Templars had also invented a unique kind of encryption that would allow people to travel with a document that could only be decrypted by the Templars. Now this is amazing. So you would deposit, say you're in Veneto and you had to get to Venice, but you didn't want to carry all that money with you on the road. So you would deposit the money in Veneto. They would give you an encrypted letter, and you got to take with you, instead of those trunkfuls of gold and coins and everything like that, you would take with you that letter, and then by the time you got to Venice, you would give the Templar location that letter, and they would give you that amount in gold from that encrypted letter, and nobody else could read that. The encryption system was based on the iconic 8-pointed Maltese cross that was the trademark of the Knights Templar and was later to be used in heraldry in the 16th century. By today's standards, the encryption system was straightforward and the algorithm would be broken within seconds, but from the years 1100 to 1300, it was sophisticated and safe enough to be the world's first industry standard. In 1185, the Knights Templar built the Temple Church in London as their English headquarters and was consecrated by Patriarch Heraclius of Jerusalem. The temple and the influence of the Knights are still felt to this day. Right now, in Byzantine history, I'm learning about Heraclius during his time when Constantinople got invaded by the Avars and the Persians, and he was way out in another city in Persia trying to invade that city, so they would have to be like, oh crap, we're getting invaded over here, we can't invade Constantinople. But anyway, that's another side story. The temple and influence of the Knights are still felt to this day. In many ways, if it wasn't for the Knights Templar, encryption systems would be very different indeed. So that's why we set up Sienna. What's up, Serena? How you doing? Thanks for jumping on. I'm about to jump off, actually. We wanted to learn from the best. We wanted to learn from the best from the world's encryption pioneers, a path we are setting on with Sienna to become the de facto standard in privacy-first DeFi. So let's watch out for Sienna. I think it could be something good. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I'll probably go check out their Telegram group and stuff like that. If they have a Telegram group. So the community right here, I'm sure they have plenty of either Discord or Telegram. So yeah, Telegram, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, Discord, all that stuff. So I will follow them on Twitter as well. In the meantime, I'm going to give Serena here a little item. One of these opening day crates. Thanks for jumping on. And yeah, okay, open Telegram. Okay, so I'm going to join the Telegram desktop for Sienna, and where was their Twitter? Okay, so here's their Twitter. Okay, I clicked on Telegram instead. Okay, so yes, follow right here. Speaking of which, I have a Telegram, and I put that in my YouTube profile description, so you can come join my Telegram group. I can't promise there's going to be a ton of activity, but if you jump in there, maybe I will start posting stuff in there. I don't know. So there's the Sienna Network. I'm going to follow them and see what's up. All right. That being said, I got to go. I got to get on down to work. I got to make my way down the highway and listen to another episode of my History of Byzantium podcast. So not my podcast, but the one I listen to. All right. I'm not that smart. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.